Value paradox. Why is water, essential for life, so inexpensive while diamonds, which have no real survival value, are so costly? This is the value paradox, also known as the diamond water paradox, and it challenges our understanding of worth, utility, and the things we value in life. First articulated by Adam Smith, the father of modern economics, this paradox has puzzled thinkers for centuries, revealing surprising truths about human decision-making and the nature of value. To understand the value paradox, let's begin with the basics. Water is vital. We need it to drink, grow food, clean, and survive. Without water, life as we know it would cease to exist. Diamonds, on the other hand, are essentially luxury items, used for adornment, industrial tools, and symbolic gestures like engagement rings. However, one could live an entire life without ever needing a diamond. So why is water, which is essential, often free or very inexpensive, while diamonds, which are non-essential, are staggeringly expensive? The paradox lies in the difference between two types of value: utility and exchange value. Utility refers to how useful something is, its ability to satisfy a need or want. Water has immense utility because it is indispensable for life. Exchange value, on the other hand, refers to what something can be traded for in a market. This is where the paradox emerges. Water has high utility but low exchange value, while diamonds have low utility but high exchange value. The resolution to this paradox lies in a concept called marginal utility, which explains how value is influenced by scarcity and context. Marginal utility is the additional satisfaction or benefit derived from consuming one more unit of something. Imagine being stranded in the desert, dying of thirst. A glass of water would be priceless and could save your life. However, if you are at home with unlimited access to clean water, an extra glass has little value because your basic needs are already met. The value of water depends not just on its overall importance but on how much of it is already available. Diamonds, in contrast, are rare. Their scarcity means that each individual diamond has a high marginal utility because they are not easily available. People are willing to pay a premium for them, even though they lack the life-saving utility of water. The value paradox illustrates that value is not solely about necessity. It is also about context, availability, and perception. This paradox has profound implications for economics and human behavior. It reveals that markets do not operate on absolute value but on relative value. People do not pay for how important something is in an abstract sense. They pay based on how much it is worth to them in a given moment, according to their needs and circumstances. This is why luxury goods, which are scarce and desirable, command high prices even if they have little practical use. The value paradox also challenges us to think critically about the things we prioritize and pursue. It reminds us that value is often subjective, shaped by culture, society, and individual preferences. What one person sees as valuable, another might view as unnecessary. Diamonds, for example, are prized in many cultures as symbols of love, status, and wealth, but their value is largely a social construct. Water, on the other hand, is often taken for granted due to its abundance, despite being the foundation of life itself. In modern economics, the value paradox has been resolved through the theories of supply and demand. Water is cheap because it is abundant and easily accessible in most parts of the world. Diamonds are expensive because they are scarce and difficult to mine, refine, and bring to market. The interplay between supply, demand, and marginal utility creates the price differences we observe. However, this resolution does not diminish the paradox. It deepens it. It forces us to recognize how easily scarcity and perception can distort our understanding of worth. The value paradox also provides valuable lessons for how we view the broader economy and global issues. Consider water again. While it may be inexpensive in areas with abundant access, in drought-stricken regions or places with poor infrastructure, clean water can become a highly valuable and even unaffordable resource. The paradox reminds us of the fragility of abundance and the importance of managing resources wisely. On a more philosophical level, the value paradox invites us to reflect on what we truly value in life. Do we prize the essential yet often invisible resources like water, air, and community? Or do we chase the rare and glamorous, such as diamonds and status symbols, at the expense of what truly sustains us? This question extends beyond economics touching on our priorities as individuals and societies. Ultimately, the value paradox is more than just an economic puzzle. It is a lens through which we can explore the complexity of human choices, the intricacies of markets, and the values that shape our world. It teaches us that value is never absolute. It is always contextual, dynamic, and deeply tied to how we see ourselves and our place in the world. Perhaps that is the paradox's greatest lesson, that what we value says as much about us as it does about the things we value.